shoulders are getting sore. That's the first half hour that started to feel really hard. Ready, let's do this. I've always had an affinity with the ocean and open water, and then moving to Mallorca, open water swimming became a much bigger part of our lives just because of the climate here. And I became more and more aware through those experiences swimming, but also through my own research, of the impact that humans are having on the ocean ecosystem. And I want to do something about that. I started looking into charities that work in ocean conservation here in Mallorca and talking to Save the Med and the Mallorca Preservation Foundation. And I just said, what can I do? I want to do something. I love this environment. It's really important to me and I want to help. So I met Anna and Marie from the two charities, and we had a talk about possible projects and the ways I could support them. And very quickly we came up with this idea of me swimming the Cabrera Channel. Yeah, I'm a bit nervous. I'm actually shaking. I don't know why, because we go out and swim 5k regularly in the sea, but it just feels like this is what, it's like a dress rehearsal for the big day. So yeah, we've come 7k up north from Portugal, and we're going to swim back. And we're doing it this time of day because it's going to be roughly this time of day when we do the crossing. Feeling the cold a little bit, but not too bad when you're moving, and it's actually getting warmer now for some.
Okay.
Joanne's great because he swims right next to me all the time. He's brilliant. I got stung, but just a little sting, so it's alright. I kind of feel like I was tricked into it. It's something I'd wanted to do, but I didn't know the challenge I was letting myself in for. I mean, not only had I never swum this far, but also I knew that I wasn't going to be able to train specifically for the challenge because I'm a triathlete. I had a race coming up 2 weeks after it, so my main focus was on getting fit for that race. Before we left Mallorca, I was able to do a 7k training swim, but theoretically I would have liked to have done a longer swim than that before the crossing. I had about 2 months to prepare for the swim, but in that time I was also going back to Scotland. But in Scotland, pool swimming wasn't an option, and we had some loch swimming and then some sea swimming that we were able to do, and both were too cold to really do much more than an hour and a half or 2 hours in the water. Even though swimming in Scotland I love, it was not ideal for training for the challenge I'd set myself. It's cold water, I was in a wetsuit, I couldn't stay in for long enough to do the distances I wanted to do. I didn't have boat support there that I needed to do the long swims. And I had some serious doubts about if I was going to be fit enough. Before I knew it, we were back in Mallorca and we were off. All right, so this is the start point. I'm going to swim to the rock, touch, and then follow the boat. Can I go now?
Yeah.
All right, I'm ready. Let's do this. For me, jumping in the sea, jumping in the ocean, just floods me with a sense of tranquility and calm. And it was exactly the same for this. As I got off the boat into that amazing dark blue, clear waters next to Cabrera, just this sense of peace came over me and happiness at what I was doing.
Come on, Caroline! Good luck! Right, go!
And as I got in to start the challenge, there were some dolphins beneath me, and they never quite broke the surface, so the guys on the boat didn't see them, but they were milling about just underneath me, and it was the most magical moment. And I thought, you know, this is why I'm here. This is a symbol of what I'm doing is important. There is nothing quite like being in a perfectly clear, calm ocean on my own, just swimming.
.2 k's, we've gone an hour, so you're good. You feel alright?
Mm-hmm.
No chafing or all?
Nothing yet.
What's the sea like? Calm?
It feels like it's pushing me along.
Yeah. Can you
Yeah,
see
it's
the
fine.
bottom?
The disorientating thing is I can't see.
Nothing to spot?
Yeah. So I could be swimming in circles for all I know.
I think one of the most disorientating things about a long swim like this is that you don't have anything to sight of. For the first 4 hours I couldn't see land, and so I had nothing to swim towards, and it makes it feel like it is going on forever. So one of the great things is that all the people who were on the boat for me, my amazing friends, they're all swimmers. And Joanne, the boat pilot especially, is so experienced at long distance swims, much further than this. And he was able to reassure me that the sensations I was having are quite normal.
Caroline's swam 90 minutes, just over 5 kilometres. The girls are working really hard. And I'm now going to confront my fear of swimming in deep water.
I remember Mark joining me and being nervous about the depth of the water, and it gave me a bit of a laugh, really, because it's not something that ever crosses my mind. And it was so nice to have Mark there and then swimming with me.
Keep going, babe.
Hello. Hello.
Let me go and swim a little bit. I'm a little bit nervous.
Oh God. I can't believe going.
8 kilometres done. We just swam, I don't know, maybe 45 minutes, Caroline. She's swimming really, really well.
Something dry?
For me, the first 3 hours or so passed fairly comfortably. I was stopping every half an hour, seeing my amazing friends on the boat, support crew, having a chat, having a little bit to eat.
Lo estás haciendo muy bien.
Muy bien, gracias.
Una superwoman.
was probably stopping for less than a minute, but it was for me a big mental break from swimming and just ticking along, and I was making pretty good progress, and I was really pleased with how it was going. The sun came up, and it was just magical.
You have a friend.
At about 3.5 hours, I remember stopping for my nutrition stop and saying, I've got some pain in my shoulder. And it started off with my left shoulder, and I thought, oh, it's not something I've experienced before. I wonder if this is gonna stop me.
That's the first half hour that started to feel really hard. My shoulders are getting sore.
When I stopped at 4 hours, that half an hour had been a really painful struggle. Both my shoulders had started to hurt, and it was an excruciating pain, very localized, and I was beginning to wonder how I was going to swim with it. And at this point, Mark got in the water with me. He could see I was sort of struggling, and got in to be alongside me and help me keep moving. And that was, for me, a real turning point. I started to be able to make out people on the beach and see boats in the harbour. And at that point I thought, well, if I can make out that kind of detail, I can't be that far. But at that point I was fighting this continuous battle in my head of, just keep swimming, grit your teeth, you need to just put up with this pain. And my shoulders screaming, you've got to stop and rest, this is too much pain. But resting wasn't helping. It wasn't as if I would then get 10 minutes without pain. It was immediate. As soon as I started swimming again, I would have this pain. So it was just a battle of wills, really. As we came towards Sa Rapita, it's such a busy beach. It's really popular. It's packed with people. And it's almost an environment that reminds you of the damage we're doing to this ecosystem. And what a huge difference from the start of the swim, where you're in a marine environment. It's a protected area with beautiful clear water and nobody there. It was an apt end really to this swim, and I was in agony, disorientated. I was dizzy, I had a swollen tongue, and I kind of didn't really know what was going on for those first few minutes after my feet touched the ground.
It's the same like when you say to someone at the end of a marathon, it's okay, you've only got a mile. And then it just goes on and on and on.
But then I saw my crew, my friends, everyone that had supported me, Anna from the charity. We made our way to the beach and, you know, in our small group celebrated the achievement. And it felt like doing something really tangible for a project that really matters for these incredible animals. And I just hope that the money that we've raised and hope to continue to raise with this film will make a difference. Project Stellaris is the project I was swimming for. It's only a small one, but it's one of many they do. It is to breed the Nursehound shark in captivity. One of the first times it's ever been done, and hopefully it's going to pave the way for them to be able to breed other sharks more endangered than this in captivity for release back into the wild.
I could not swim another kilometre. I'm done.